Hi, Professor Berquist, and welcome to our final. For our final exam, we want to take you on a journey through the information network of a Carolina student. And while we're at it, we will discuss the 3 most important things we learned from this semester.
There's no place I'd rather be. I would away forever, exalted in the sea. As long as I am with you, my heart continues to beat. With every step we take,
The number one most important thing we took away from this semester is how to search and retrieve information. Because of the internet, there is so much information at the tip of our fingers. However, if we do not know how to get to it, it is of no use. We need to start with knowing what our information need is. In class, we studied the basic information retrieval process. We also talked about the Boolean retrieval model, which helps us retrieve the documents that exactly match our query specifications.
It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, gave you another name, switch up the battery. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah.
This is important because it enables us to access the best and most specific information for the answers we need. If we didn't know how to effectively search for answers, we would find ourselves with a whole lot of documents and nothing really to help us. We see examples of this everywhere we go on campus, from the local library to the campus bell tower. Without the ability to interpret and retrieve the information a library computer has, or to be able to interpret the information a clock tower provides, those information sources are of no use to us.
I'd rather be.
The second most important thing we took away from this semester is how to use the information we found. As learned in class, information use occurs when the individual selects and processes information or messages, which lead to a change in the individual's capacity to make sense of the experience and to act or respond in light of that new understanding. This involves some sense of satisfaction for the individual. The context of information used determines in what ways and to what extent the received information is useful. This is important because we need to know what information to use to make the most sense out of our gap in knowledge. We need to identify the problem and bridge the gap. Information use is all about selecting the appropriate available information. For example, we talked about Google and their ability to rank information for the average searcher. This allows us to view the most relevant information on the topic. One question that comes up, however, is whether Google knows best which information should be ranked the highest. Google is an incredible company that became popular strictly because of its information retrieval and interpretation process. The outcome of information use is a change in the individual's state of knowledge or awareness, allowing the individual to make sense or take action.
We should all die together, raise a glass of wine for the last time, holding out by the road. Prepare as we will, watch the flames burn up and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire hollow soul. I see fire burning the breeze. And I hope that you remember me.
The third most important thing we learned this semester is how to organize our information so that it will be most effective and efficient to us. Our goal is to get to the top of the information pyramid, from data to information to knowledge to wisdom. What is meant by the organization of information? It is meant to create previously unavailable capabilities by imposing order and structure. We learned the 5 questions about designing an organization system. They are: what is being organized? Why is it being organized? How much is it being organized? When is it being organized? And by whom is it being organized? We also learn about categorization and classification. Both of these impose some sort of structure on our understanding of our environment. We use them to help us understand the information we have received. Everyone is different, and therefore everyone organizes their information differently. However, this is important because the more effective and efficient you can be in your organization of information, the more effective and efficient you will be in all that you do. PIM, or Personal Information Management, is the study of the activities people perform to acquire, organize, maintain, and retrieve information for everyday use. This is important because better PIM results in better use of your time and attention, and ultimately, a better quality of life. We want to conclude with a paradox.
Thanks for a great semester, Professor Berquist. We're going to leave you with the central paradox of the new digital age. The more we know or learn through connected networks, the more is known and learned about us. Schmidt and Cohen.